wondered what they are made of? A combination of lots and lots of these things. Hi, I'm Annie E. Today we'll learn about matter and substance, focusing on atomic structure and properties of substances. Matter is made up of tiny discrete particles called atoms. So what are atoms? An atom is the smallest particle in an element which is able to react chemically. You can't see it with your naked eye, but the structure of an atom looks something like this. An atom is made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Most of the questions will be based on the properties of these subatomic particles. Protons have a positive charge, neutrons are neutral, and electrons are negative. So it's easy to remember that proton and positive both begin with P, and neutron sounds like neutral, so electron must be negative. Then, what's very important to know is the difference between the proton number and the nucleon number of an element. The proton number is the number of protons inside the nucleus. It is also known as the atomic number. The nucleon number is the number of protons and neutrons. It is also known as the mass number. Remember, the bigger number is always the nucleon number. Okay, question time. Look at this table that describes some particles. Question A. Which particles are neutral atoms? Neutral atoms are atoms that have an equal number of protons and electrons. So the answer is particles A, C, and D. Question B. Which particle is a negative ion? A particle is a negative ion when it has got more electrons than protons. It is negatively charged. This is particle E. Question C. Which particle is a positive ion? So the reverse must be true for a positive ion. It must have more protons than the electrons. So the answer is particle B. Question D. Which particles are isotopes? And what are isotopes? Atoms are the same element that have the same number of protons but different number of neutrons. So particle A and C is your answer. Moving on to the properties of substances, we need to know the main properties of atoms, molecules, and ions. Let's find out what these properties are by answering these questions. The table shows the physical properties of substance A, B, and C. One of these substances is made up of ions, another of atoms, and the third of molecules. All the substances are in solid state at room temperature. Question A. What type of substances are A, B, and C? Explain your answer. A is made up of ions, and B is made up of atoms. Therefore, C is made up of molecules. Ionic substances can conduct electricity only in a molten state. Substances that are made up of molecules cannot conduct electricity in any state. Substances made up of atoms can conduct electricity in both solid and molten states. So now we can complete this table. Question B. Which substance is a metal? Explain your answer. Metals can conduct electricity in both solid and molten states. Metals also have a high boiling point and melting point. So the answer is substance B. Question C. Give an example for each substance. Example for substance A can be sodium chloride. An example for substance B can be any metals like copper. An example for C can be any non-metal like sulfur. I hope that gave you a good idea what to expect in your exams. I'm Annie E. Good luck and see you again on SPM Top Tutor Science.